fort is gonna help blocking the path. Oh yeah. Over here at least a little bit. Of course, they might be able to go around it. All through it a little bit, but in the long run, yeah, that's gonna be good. I might also build Ep30 over at Gilan or something like that. Or Astara. I don't know. We already got one in Miane and Tabriz. We've got a little bit forced over there, and then we've got one in Baku. Oh! Who the heck are you? Oh! Right, it's one of my vessels. Can I afford doing an alliance there? Possibly. Sure. At least they'll help me, hopefully. Okay, yeah, it does take an alliance or Diplo slot. Oh, and a spy master died. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. Do we still have... We still have just about enough... influence to do the tax reform if we want to. Also, what sort of options do we have? That would be extra Diplo reputation. Or Diplo reputation. Actually, what sort of advisors do we have? So we've got a merchant and a bureaucrat. Could technically have nobility in there as well to keep them slightly happier, or this could do. Although that is a bit expensive in terms of the upkeep, so we'll probably go with level 1, which means that we've got 2 options. Honestly, I'm gonna go with the burger option right now, just so that we can kind of keep the aristocrat influence a little bit reduced. And, you know, having the metropolitan influence up as well doesn't hurt. Right, so do we want to do the taxation reform? That would, like, now is, if we want to do it, now is probably the best time, because it's gonna start being calculated from next year onwards already. Of course, that would mean that the stability is going to drop by 2, and it's going to be really difficult for us to get it back up again. But we're going to do the tax reduction, or tax relief, and all that sort of stuff to kind of help with that, but that means that we're going to lose some cash. We do have 260 ducats, though. Plus, we're probably going to get a little bit from looting over here. It is more money. Of course, it's not going to be immediately more money, but yeah. If we enact the reform... -4 stability. -20 legitimacy. If we back down, he's already going to have the failure reform for 10 years. We're going to go all in. But that's not necessarily great. Right, so commoner interaction. Let's start by temporary tax relief. And then praying for the commoners. All provisions. That's going to reduce the unrest at least, because we're going to have a ton of unrest right now. So after this war, we'll probably need to be laying low a little bit. But yeah, the base welfare is going to help in the long run, especially. But right now, it's going to be a bit limited by the stability loss. Are we even getting stability right now, I wonder? Well, we'll need to wait for the calculations, I suppose. So what we'll probably do is we'll wait. Is essentially what I'm thinking here. Okay, still going down according to that. So we'll need to do more. Well, let's first let the taxation calculations be done. We're going to double check after that, because we might have to recalculate them on this, basically on the 1st of January. But yeah, like if we can get these 2 provinces out of this war, I mean, I know that we can get these 2 provinces from this war. Let's have a look at the, did that change? No, so we're still losing stability. Right, well, I guess it's time to support the nobility again. Strategic marriage gives us a little bit. Also gives them a little bit of loyalty, so that's going to keep them somewhat happy. And it looks like the bureaucrat loyalty has started increasing, at least. Let's see, burghers, is there something over here that increases the stability increase again? There's the tax relief, that gives us a little bit. No, I don't think we necessarily want to do that. There's the show of devotion. That will give spirituality and loyalty from the clergy. Also stability increase interval -5%. And then there's also the... obviously Indo, but I think we're just going to do the show of devotion. But they're at least at 50% now. Is there anything over here in the nobility? There's the unpopular relative. We're losing too much legitimacy, that's not going to be worthwhile. Oh. Special commissions to loyalists. I don't think I've seen this one before. Army tradition, disciplined. tradition decay and 15 middle points for 7.5 points of loyalty. That doesn't increase the stability. Remote listen ability would increase the stability, but that is a lot of prestige loss. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't really even... No, that's not going to be a profitable thing. Right, well, we might be in trouble for a little while here. Is there anything in the tribes? I suppose not. Reduced tributes would increase their loyalty. And autonomy would increase in autonomy. Always... No. Nothing in there. I guess we may need to hunt down some rebellions in the near future. I'm sure that next year the modifiers are going to start to be a little bit better, although... Got 3 years until we get the looming disaster. Now, luckily, we only get, well, we get half a point from the admin skill. And then a lot from the stability being down. On the bright side, I'm pretty sure that the bureaucrat corruption is still, or provincial corruption is still going down. And stability, oh, now it's going up. Okay, we're going to get that done, or reach -2 in about a month, actually. So that's going to already slow down the disaster a little bit. There we go. Ah, yes, we shall loot them. This is march in there, stack wipe, and siege down and loot them. Although, do we actually need to do that? We do. Take as much money as possible as well, but first we'll fight, then we'll siege. But they do have a bit better morale than we do. Probably a bit higher tech. In tech, it's actually... Yeah, it is higher, actually. Plus they got some modifiers. But it's a stack wipe nonetheless, we didn't lose all that much troops. You will give me 1 province? No. Although now that we won the battle, we could actually do this one. Right, let's get this a little bit more central, like Gilan or something. Let's get the coring going. So we've got 4 cores underway right now. But yeah, this is actually going to help a lot against the southern neighbor in here. Plus, oh yeah, that's a wasteland. But that is a really central location in there. Well, it's technically only 4 provinces that it kind of controls, but still, it's going to help. Once we get the army into Gilan, we are going to start doing some rebel suppression for a long while. How is the stability going now? Is it still improving at the same speed, or has it slowed down? I think it is actually going with the same speed right now. Of course, oh wow. Zuni Zealots are going to fire soon. With 10,000, alright. Good to know. I mean, it's mostly because the unrest is so massive thanks to the negative stability. So let's just go ahead and assign pretty much everything to be suppressed. Do we need to go there? I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt. We would need to go through 2 states to reach that. But yeah, let's just put everything under that. As soon as we can get to stability -1, that's also already going to help quite a bit. We still have... We've got about 4 years or 3.5 years until we get the looming disaster or the disaster firing. Of course, by then we'll hopefully have reduced the negative effects already. How bad is the Liberty design now? It's 96 for Karakuyunlu. Ossetia has 35. Right, I mean they got better diplotech than I do. Because we did spend a lot of points getting the trade ideas done as quickly as possible, so that kind of dropped us quite a bit behind in tech. Because we are... Well, we got a little bit extra in there right now. How much are we getting money? We're actually losing money. Well, I'm not entirely surprised by that. Oh right, yeah, we did give it the suppression orders. Good. That is actually reducing some of the rebellion firing. Not necessarily quite enough, but it does help. So now we are neighboring Mogulistan. I should probably improve relations with them for now. I can't join a coalition against them. But, you know, just... Oh, right, the coalition is just 2... Oh, no, that's the allies. The coalition is just 5 nations. Okay. So, not too bad for them, I suppose. Oh, right, and Whitehall, we don't need the spy network there anymore. We might want to get spy network over here, just in case. Or Crimea, actually. Crimea wouldn't be too bad either. Right, so Theodoro, how close are you from... Okay, it's still 17 points away. Economic base is... Oh, now it's 18 points. Economic base is still -46. That is going to take some time, but hey, we got 441 development now. You think the vessels will make others not target us easily? Yeah, that's true. Like, at least we got, technically speaking, we got the manpower from them helping us. Although in practice, like, there's what, 11,000 from there and 3 from Ossetia, I believe? Yeah, so that's 14,000. So it's basically doubling our manpower on paper. In reality, it's mostly Ossetia that would be helping us. But, you know, it's better than nothing. Right, so as soon as let's fire in about a year. Now, how close are we getting the stability to... It's 70% right now, so it probably has slowed down already, but the numbers over here haven't updated yet. We are going to get to -1 at least, but I don't know how quickly. I mean, I suppose... Oh, there's a royal marriage ending. How much are we getting? Okay, legitimacy is going up by about 1 per year. Also, oh, I could annex them. Now, I did say that I wanted to have them as a vassal in here to kind of protect them, because they got pretty good ideas for defensive stuff. If I remember correctly. Yeah, there's the attrition, fort defense. Well, yeah, they got decent ideas for the fort defense and attrition, but like beyond that, there's actually not that many for like the defensive stuff. But yeah, we'll just do a royal marriage with them. It didn't even lower our legitimacy, which is quite nice. How's our corruption doing? It's going up again. Yeah, 1.5 attrition extra is nice. But I suppose in melee attack especially, it's really good. Now that I think of it. So you do have a point there. I just need to roll fortification ideas. I mean, that would be good. That would be really good. Although, does the fortification ideas give attrition in this? We have that idea group already, so we can just have a look at that. Oh yeah, it is +1 over there. Okay. Also reduce the war exhaustion, which is quite nice. Right, so let's have a look at the stability increase interval. So it is still 8.5%. Okay, so we're going to reach at least -1 this year. We might be reaching 0 next year. But how bad is the increase? So it's actually only 27% right now. Once we reduce by... Yeah, it's like 3 months. Yeah, 3 months. And we should be reaching... I'll make that 2 months now. Karaman is no longer valid rival. Oh no. Anyway, who do we rival? Denmark. I mean, oh, Sarbadar. Definitely that one, because they don't have a lot of allies. They are in a coalition against Mogulistan. Of course, basically what I'm doing is helping Mogulistan grow, because I'm just eating basically everyone around them in a coalition against them. So let's 90%. I mean, assuming that we can get the stability to -1, and that's already going to have a pretty good impact on the unrest. Oh, expanded authority expired. Do I want to do that again right now? I mean, that would increase the state reach a little bit. Oh, but that's the state stability increase interval. So I'm not going to touch that right now then. I'm just going to let that be for a little bit. There we go, -1 stability. So now it's going to go... We've still got 4 years-ish time to get to +1 stability now then. Right, so now with the unrest reduction, there's a lot less rebellions happening, oddly enough. Oh, influential bureaucrats expired. Right, I believe that was another thing that had an impact on the stability, so can we actually see how much it's increasing now? It has slowed down, so I think that does upgrade on a monthly basis, more or less. At least sometimes. It's just some of the modifiers expire at the end of the year, I suppose. Yeah, it's still going up. So 6% per month. That'd be about 72%, or actually 75% per year right now. So we are going to have to get at least to 1470s before we get to 0 stability. Well, I mean, yeah, it is +4 unrest per negative stability, so it does help quite a bit. Just even getting that 1 in there. Or increased by 1. Oh, and Karakajunlu is down to 2,000. Oh, wow. They really lost a lot of troops, haven't they? It probably means that their liberty desires, well, still 82%, so it's not that great, but I guess at least a little bit better. What I suppose I could do is get the spy network in Sarbadar going, get a few more claims in there, so that we can... Ooh, this is a province that I want. There's a fort. I believe it's got the... No, it doesn't actually have the... Oh, there we go. Another conversion done. So that is the center of trade in here. Or kind of the central location for the Iran trade node. And then there's another one... Like, there's the Silk Road to location. Oh, there's a gold province in there. Ah, okay. Interesting. Musil would be okay for... Oh, but that's a different nation. Never mind. Musil, Fadl. Do we have... Karagan usually does have claims in there. You got several allies. If I was to declare war on you, that would be... Ooh, a bit too many. That's like 50,000. Yeah, more gold. We haven't found a lot of silk yet, but we have certainly found a lot of gold. Which I'm okay with. Actually, how is the... Autonomy has started improving around here a little bit, although now with all the stability problems, it's probably going to go up again for a while, but hopefully we can lower it over time. Oh wow, they got no garrison in Samskar. Interesting. How much is their population in there? Not a lot. What sort of productions do they have? They got a lot of farmlands. They could have forestries, but they don't actually have a lot of forestry production. The farmlands are making a profit, though. So it might be that the population is just rather poor, and there's not that much room in there, to be fair. We could maybe put in some sort of production in there, just to let them get some urban in there as well. But at the same time, I don't think we necessarily need to have every province have their urban production. We could just focus on some of the more crucial locations. Of course, that means that the amenities need to be a bit higher in those locations then. So I don't know, it's a bit of a double-edged sword, I suppose. They've got crops and pastures in here. And that's it. Right. Is this part of the... Is this part of the Middle East and North Africa? I don't know if it's possible to get this agriculture. It might have some problems with that. I suppose also the fact that the fiber price isn't all that high right now, so agriculture might not be the best option. I think it's... ooh, actually, let's have a look. Do we have this agriculture production in here? No. Is there room for more farmlands in here? Plenty. I'm not going to go through the investments this time. I just want to kind of know when they happen, at least. I'll just keep that notification on. We're going to recall from... I'll recall the diplomat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the agriculture in this province here. Hold on a minute. Did it not? East Asia, Central Asia, or Vietnam? Oh, we can't do that. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, we can't get carpet production. Wait, yeah, because it doesn't have the urban development. Is there any provinces with enough urban development then? Also, is there... We've got the crops and plant fiber, I suppose. We could get pastures in there, but I don't think that's going to be necessarily that. We could get game, exotics, so that's just the provinces that have that at the start of the game. Okay. Marble, no. Okay. Well, let's have a look at the urban productions that we have then for the development. Actually, there's probably the development map mode. Where do I have that listed under? What's down here? So would pre-production development, I believe, what we're looking for. So it needs to have 5 production development. The Riz might be one. Do they have carpet production in there already? No. They don't, but we could certainly open that one there. Because carpets produce luxuries, and luxuries are quite valuable. And I think Tabriz is going to benefit from that quite greatly. So what about Debrand? That is actually also 5. Do they have carpet production there then? No. You know what, I'm going to open it there as well. Those 2 are quite valuable provinces for me already. Oh, it didn't open it. Okay, never mind. Oh, this might be in a... Yeah, this is probably a different continent, isn't it? Yeah, that is in Russia. Okay, so we can't do it in Debrand. Good to know, good to know. Any other places that we can open that? I mean... Odishi? No? There's some that are like 3 development. But I think Tabriz is pretty much the only one right now that we could do that. How far are we from Imperial Ground Decision? I believe we need to have the 800 development or something like that. Yeah, total at least 800. Or have 100 provinces. And then we need to have high level advisors or high skills. So technically, okay, so the Statesman Advisors is possible, level 2. I think, but the development we need to basically double what we have right now. We only have 440. But yeah, we got quite a bit of ways to go. Have we gotten... No, we haven't gotten any extra development in our capital right now. Although it is now important center of learning. So that is actually going to help with the knowledge output, academic infrastructure, cost, among other things. The production is an important center of production as well. It is the largest regional city, but I believe Trebizond's capital is still the largest city on subcontinent, which is Anatolia. Yeah. How much do they have there? They got 87,000, and we got 67 or 68,000 almost. We're still growing quite quickly in there, but they... Are we actually producing or constructing anything anywhere? Just out of curiosity. Doesn't look like it. Quite quiet on the construction front. Well, I suppose the stability being what it is has probably slowed down things quite drastically. So we've got about 3 years to get the stability to +1, which I believe the tax relief is going to expire soon. Societal instability is still going to take another 8 years. Tax relief, yeah, it's going to expire in December, so then we can get the stability up by another half a point. Which by then we're probably already going to be at... Actually, how much are we? We're increasing like, what, 4%? Yeah, 4% per month. So we're not going to be quite at 0 stability, but we can get to 0 stability with that. And then there's the... Probably the grain provisions that will also help a little bit in that. So we should be able to get at least to like half a point of stability, and then it's just going to be a little bit of waiting until we get the +1. Assuming that we can get the +1 before we get to the disaster, then it's going to basically take it all away. And we don't need to worry about it for at least a year or two before we drop instability once again. Right, so we're trying to get some claims over here, among other things. We already got 1 claim ourselves, actually 2 claims ourselves, don't we? And then Ossetia has 2 claims. I actually wonder, if I was to declare war on you, so I'm pretty sure that, yeah, Magulistan is pretty darn large, and they are willing to join that right now. Of course, since they probably won't be able to declare wars themselves, other than against me, I suppose. But they don't hate me. Well, they do kind of hate me, but we've kept the relations cordial, at least. But it's a coalition of 5 nations, so Arbadar is probably one of the bigger ones in that. They're supporting my vassal, or Karakayunlu's independence, which I do not like. There's not much I can do about it right now. Once we stabilize the situation in our nation, though, we should have a pretty good chance. Ooh, we actually gotten a lot of manpower, so we could technically increase the size of our army. You know what? We're going to increase it to another infantry, get to 9 infantry, and then 4 cavalry and 2 artillery. We'll probably go for like a total of 20,000 men. So we'll go maybe like 12 infantry, 4 cavalry, and 4 artillery. So that would be pretty good at sieging. We can split the army and still be able to siege quite a bit. But that is like the long term. Of course, getting to 20,000 men is not going to be easy. We could technically have 2 separate armies at that point, to be fair. So we could have one in the south and one in the north or something like that. And then when we're fighting, we can bring them together. Right, so is this province still having unrest? Yeah, it does. Okay. I believe it's not... Oh, it's separatist. Okay. Turkmen separatist this time only 1 Turkmen separatist, so that's good. Oh, there we go. The grain provisions and tax relief have expired, so let's go ahead and do those again. Tax relief. There we go. And then the grain, full grain provisions. Just to get the unrest down, and also... Oh, there we go. Now, at 0 stability, that means that there's not a lot of unrest anymore. There's still a few things that might try to rebel, but... Overall, it's basically just the Sunni zealots that are going to fire. I think the others are going to be curtailed already soon enough. Also, what we'll probably have to do is have a look at the autonomy again. Like, is it going up or down around the capital? It probably is going up right now. But I think... Ooh, actually, another thing that we need to check is how is the provincial corruption doing? Because that is probably... Okay, it's 53%, so we're slowly getting back below 50, I think. And how's the stability increasing? It's not increasing a lot right now. Okay, so... We've got a few years of time. Conversion's done. Okay. So, Zabadar, we got quite a few claims on you already, don't we? Actually, only one. No. Wait, no, hold on a minute. Oh, because I'm trying to claim a province that I already have a claim on, but it doesn't show it correctly. Yeah, so we've got 2 claims there. Yeah, we are actually making money despite the tax relief, so that is good news. It's not a lot of money. But, or rather, we're not losing money despite that, so that is definitely helping. The indirect taxes. I mean, taxation is pretty good. Also, we're getting a lot more in trade. Although, I suppose it's still about a quarter of our income, so it's actually not that much higher.